Hi all, welcome to Easy Math, making math easy. Wishing you all a very happy Sankranti. In this video, we are going to look into trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Without any further delay, come let's move on to the video. So before we move on further, let's first understand what are complementary angles. Okay, if a pair of angles, okay, let's suppose two angles, if they sum up to 90 degrees, then the angles are said to be complementary angles. For example, 35 and 55 degrees. So if you add them up, what do you get? You get 90 degrees, right? So these two angles are called as complementary angles. Now, when you add up two angles and you get 180 degrees, what do you call them? You call them as supplementary angles. Okay, so this is just for your information. So with this knowledge of what is complementary angles, let's quickly move on to find the trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. Okay, let's consider this right angle triangle. If you see, we know that angle B is equal to 90 degrees. Okay, this is a right angle. This is a right angle triangle that is right angle at B. Okay, so we also know that sum of all three angles of a triangle is always 180 degrees according to the angle sum property, right? So here B is 90 degrees. So let's substitute the value of B. So angle A plus angle plus 90 degrees plus angle C is equal to 180, right? So angle A plus angle C is going to be, if I transpose 90 degrees to the other side, it's going to be 180 minus 90, that is equal to 90 degrees. So sum of angle A and angle C, if you see, the sum of angle A and angle C is going to be 90 degrees. So A and C are complementary angles, right? According to the definition of complementary angles, when two angles sum up to 90, then we call them as complementary angles. So A and C form a pair of complementary angles, correct? So angle A will be equal to 90 minus angle C. Now we have named angle C as theta. Okay, we have taken angle C as theta. So angle A would be 90 minus theta, right? So angle B is 90 degrees in this triangle, angle C is theta, and angle A is 90 minus theta. With this, we'll quickly move on to find the trigonometric ratios of these two complementary angles. So let's quickly start finding out the trigonometric ratios of these two complementary angles. Angle C, that's theta, and angle A, that's 90 minus theta. Okay, before we move on, let's have one thing very clear in our mind. Sine, cos, all these ratios without the angle measure does not make any sense. Okay, so sine, cosine, tan, cotangent, all these are ratios of a particular angle. Okay, so the trigonometric ratios without the angle does not make any sense. So you need to be very clear about this. Okay, so now let's quickly start finding out the trigonometric measures of these angles. So let's see what is sine theta. What is sine theta? Theta angle is here. It's C. Sine theta is perpendicular divided by the hypotenuse, right? So AB by AC. That is, okay, AB by AC. Now, similarly, let's quickly move on to cos theta. Cos theta is equal to the adjacent side of theta divided by the hypotenuse. And then the tan theta. Tan theta is nothing but the opposite side, the perpendicular divided by the adjacent or the base, right? Similarly, now we'll quickly move on to the reciprocal ratio. So cosecant theta is going to be AC by AB, and then secant theta is going to be AC by BC, and cot theta is equal to BC by AB. Okay, if you want to have a recap of all these trigonometric ratios, please do visit my previous videos. I've explained in detail about all these ratios. Okay, now we'll move on to find the trigonometric ratios of this angle A. Okay, so now what is sine of A or sine of 90 minus theta? Sine of 90 minus theta, the angle is here. Sine of 90 minus theta is opposite side to that is BC. That's the perpendicular divided by the hypotenuse, that's going to be AC again. Now, what is cos of 90 minus theta? That's the adjacent side of this 90 minus theta, that is AB divided by the hypotenuse, that's AC. Now, what is tan of 90 minus theta? That's going to be the opposite side to this 90 minus theta, that is equal to BC divided by the adjacent side of this 90 minus theta, BC by AB. So what is cot of 90 minus theta? Cot of 90 minus theta is the reciprocal of tan theta. That's going to be AB by BC. And then cosecant of 90 minus theta is going to be the reciprocal of sine of 90 minus theta. That is equal to AC by BC. And then secant of 90 minus theta is going to be the reciprocal of cos of 90 minus theta. That's going to be AC by AB. So now let's look into the relationship between the trigonometric ratios of theta and the trigonometric ratios of 90 minus theta. Okay, so now observe, what is sine theta? Sine theta is the ratio between the measure of AB and AC. If you observe, AB and AC is also cos of 90 minus theta. Correct. So from here, we get to know that sine of 90 minus theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. Correct? Okay. So we'll move on. We'll move on to see more interesting facts like this. If you see, cos of theta is nothing but the ratio between the measure of BC and AC. So now let's come here. The ratio between BC and AC is also equal to sine of 90 minus theta. So from this, it's very, very clear that cos theta is equal to sine of 90 minus theta. Correct? Okay. So now we'll move on and we'll start observing tan of theta. Tan of theta is the ratio between AB and BC. So now look at this. Where is the ratio between AB and BC? It's here. That's nothing but cot of 90 minus theta. So tan of theta is equal to cot of 90 minus theta. Correct? Yeah. So similarly, cosecant theta is the ratio between AC and AB. And the ratio between AC and AB is secant of 90 minus theta here. So cosecant theta is equal to secant of 90 minus theta. Correct? So now secant theta is equal to AC by BC. That is nothing but your cosecant 90 minus theta. Right? So secant theta is equal to cosecant 90 minus theta. And what is cot theta? It's the ratio between BC and AB. And the ratio between BC and AB is nothing but tan of 90 minus theta. So cot of theta is equal to tan of 90 minus theta. So let's put all our findings together here. So we found out that sine of theta is equal to cos of 90 minus theta. And then cos of theta to be equal to sine of 90 minus theta. And then we saw tan of theta is equal to cot of 90 minus theta. And cot theta is equal to tan of 90 minus theta. Similarly, we saw that secant theta is equal to cosecant of 90 minus theta. And cosecant theta is equal to secant of 90 minus theta. Okay. So these are the 6 relationships that we saw now, right? So let's understand this interesting finding again. If you see, cosine of an angle theta is equal to sine of its complementary angle. Correct? Similarly, tan of an angle theta is equal to cotangent of its complementary angle, or cotangent of an angle theta is equal to the tangent of its complementary angle. Correct? Similarly, if you see, cosecant of an angle theta is equal to secant of its complementary angle. Correct? That is why it's been named this way. So sine and cosine. Okay? And then tan and cotangent. And secant and cosecant are such pairs. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. You all understood the concept of trigonometric ratios of complementary angles. In the next video, we'll look into the application of the same. We'll do problems based on this. Till then, keep practicing. Keep a notebook. Write down whatever we discuss. and start solving problems based on that. As I always tell you, practice makes a man perfect, and practicing mathematics can do a lot of magic. Yeah. So if you like my videos, please click on the like button, share the videos, and subscribe to my channel.